Welcome back to the pile. The most important reason that you guys showed up and clicked on this video is indeed the Shaddoll Showdown structure deck. Oh, this baby right here. We got some cool reprints. I assume so, actually, because I personally haven't read it yet. So you're going to get my live reaction of sorts to see just exactly what they put in here. Show your support with the clicking and liking, the subscribing, the sharing of this video. That way, obviously, we can get more exclusive reviews in the future. I'm looking at you, Dual Overlord, wink, 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 you know, with all those beautiful link monsters coming over. Maybe we can get some reviews there, but we can only do that with your support, perhaps. All right, let's take a look here and get this boy open. All right, so here we have the mat for this, which, I mean, it's just a paper mat. Like, you know, I wouldn't recommend actually using it at a YCS or anything, but, so we've got the alternative art Shaddoll construct. And I believe this is the new one. I cannot pronounce her name. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it, but there she is. And then we've got Winda over there. Very beautiful. This is the full spoiler, card for card. Every single thing that you see in here is what you will be receiving with the Shaddoll Showdown structure deck. And this is your El Shaddoll Grista. This requires a fire monster as your material, as well as a Shaddoll monster. When your opponent would special summon a monster, you can send a Shaddoll from your hand to the grave to negate the summon and destroy it. So it's basically like a solemn warning. This is the new one, El Shaddoll. Let's see if we can say this. Apkalon? Apkalon. Apkalon? Apkalwan? Apkayoni? Okay, cool. This is the brand new one. This one is a very good combo enabler in this deck. I didn't really think Konami would be able to really top, like, Shaddoll construct and just how useful and awesome. But this is definitely, like, up there and really close. This is actually really incredible, and it does a lot of cool things with a couple of new cards in this deck, which I'll be revealing soon. So just to really quickly recap, must first be fusion summoned, cannot be destroyed by battle. You can only use each of the following effects of El Shaddoll Apokalon once per turn. If this card is special summoned, target a face-up card in the field and negate its effects. So previously, when people were first seeing this card in action, the first thought here was, oh, you know, you can, like, negate Colossus to, like, attack over it. Well, he's gone. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Shaddoll card from your deck to your grave. Deck or grave, sorry, to your hand, and then discard a card. And the discarded card, it's important to note here, is that it is an effect. It is not a cost to discard. So what this means is that it's going to actually trigger your Shaddoll monsters in the process. On top of that, her attributes are very good. 2 Shaddoll monsters with different attributes. It's very, very versatile, especially with some of the new cards we get in this structure deck. And then here we have El Shaddoll Construct, the new artwork. Very beautiful. Ultra rare. Looks absolutely gorgeous. This is a new one, Shaddoll Chaos, if I can say his name correctly. I wouldn't really run him. However, this one though, oh my god, Ray Shaddoll, how do you say it? Ray Shaddoll Wendy? She is a wind attribute, which is good because it means that it fulfills the conditions of Apokalon to be a different attribute. Sadly, we ain't making Winda, but flip. Special a Shaddoll monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position except herself. That's pretty strong. You can just get Beast out from your deck onto the field in face down defense. And then there's a cool way to trigger it, actually, which I'll show you in just a second. You can special Shaddoll monster from your deck in face down defense except herself, and you can only use this once per turn. And we have Nail Shaddoll Aerial. This is a water, so it helps you make Anoya Lilith. Lilith? Anoya Tillis, I think is the TCG name. Flip, target one of your banished Shaddoll monsters and special it in face up or face down defense position. This card is sent to the grave by a card effect. Target up to 3 cards in your grave and banish them. You can only use one of this effect per turn. So basically, like, there's some, like, you know, involvement with banishing now. If you play Chaos monsters, of course, that's, like, the most important thing. You can recycle them pretty easily with her. So that's kind of like the plus here. And then we have this card, Resh Shaddoll Incarnation. Trap card, not really used for the on-field effect, actually. Let me tell you why. Because the graveyard effect is actually really cool. So what you can do is you can send this with Shaddoll Construct, and then you can trigger this awesome effect here. Banish this card and a Shaddoll card from your graveyard and activate one of these effects. Change a face-down monster you control to face-up defense. So if you kind of noticed, you can kind of combo it sort of with Wendy here. So Wendy can like special something from your deck in face down defense position, and then you can, after sending this card with Construct from the deck to the graveyard, you can banish this and immediately flip it face up. And that way, you're able to basically just trigger any Shaddoll Monster's flip effect from your deck just by fusing with Wendy. So that's really cool. And the new artwork of El Shaddoll Winda here, you can see her with I don't want to make it. Is it Beast? Shaddoll Beast? Shaddoll Dragon? It used to be a Augusta monster before it was corrupt the child. Before the Shaddoll invasion of sorts. But this is the alternative artwork of El Shaddoll Winda. Very cool. And El Shaddoll Shekinaga negates monster effects by sending a Shaddoll from your hand to the grave. We have a super rare Shaddoll Fusion. Oh yes, the reason why this deck even gets going in the first place. When this first came out in 2014, absolutely revolutionary. Fusing from your deck for free, absolutely bananas. Amazing card. And now on to, I guess, the bulk of the reprints. You guys should all know this, but if you're new to the game and you didn't start playing in 2014, Shaddoll FarfaYGO lets you special summon a Shaddoll monster from your grave in face down defense, so you can even including fusion monsters, and the when it's sent to the grave effect, it specials itself in face down defense. Shaddoll Hedgehog allows you to add a fusion card from your deck to your hand, so Shaddoll Fusion or El Shaddoll Fusion when it's flipped face up, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Shaddoll monster. Skomara allows you to send any Shaddoll card from your deck to the graveyard. Cool interaction you usually do is like sending El Shaddoll Fusion to like add it back after you link away one of your Shaddoll monsters who recurs it back to your hand, so you can dump Shaddoll Fusion or even the new trap card, which is a neat interaction. When it's flipped face up, it destroys a card in the field. Shaddoll Dragon has been the most common one in recent years. Just as a small package, when you send it to the grave, you can pop a back row, and when it's flipped face up, it can bounce a card, not destroy, bounce a card, which can be pretty relevant. Shaddoll Beast allows you to draw 2 and discard 1 when it's flipped face up, and when it's sent to graveyard, it allows you to draw 1. Level 5, so this was really big back in the day because you used to be able to tribute set over your fusion monster in order to play around your opponent's Shaddoll Fusion. Shaddoll Hound. Shaddoll Zephranaga. There are a couple of Shaddoll Pendulum monsters, Shaddoll Zephranaga and Shaddoll Zephyr Core. I think I used to play Core once in Zephyr just as a monster to be able to give me like rank 4 access in the deck, but it's been a while, so I can't remember. Alright, here we go. We got some reprints, boys. We've got Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, traditional Chaos monster. I mean, bread and butter chaos. Bread and butter chaos. Lava Golem. Alright, so this is, I guess, the fire monster they've given us to be able to play this deck. Tribute to guys your opponent controls, uses your normal summon. Bye-bye combo deck, am I right? Dark Arm Dragon reprint. Banish a dark from your graveyard. Destroy a card in the field. Not once per turn. Absolutely incredible card. Reprinted in Shaddoll Showdown. Now recently released to 3. We've got Fairy Tale Sleeper. Oh, rip. Rip. Oh, God. Not Fairy Tale Snow. Fairy Tale Sleeper. Oh, no. Well, OCG got Snow because she's not banned over there, I believe. So, unfortunate for us. Performage Trick Clown. This one makes sense. It's a good light target. Armageddon Knight. I feel like Armageddon Knight has to be included in anything dark related ever. So, there you go. You have Armageddon Knight. We have Felis, which when sent to the graveyard by a monster effect, I think, special summons itself. It's kind of a shame. Doesn't trigger off Shaddoll Fusion. Electromagnetic Turtle. Banish it from the graveyard to end the battle phase, I think. And Mathematician. I feel like this guy has been in every structure deck recently. Mathematician, very cool. Send any Shaddoll, basically, from your deck to the grave. Curry Bandit. Send 5, excavate 1, add a spell trap from your deck to your hand. Back in 2014, I used to remember adding like stuff like Soul Charge. It was really slow format back then, so you could wait a turn. Curry Bandit. Pero Cerberus. Banish this from your graveyard when you take damage. Destroy a card in the field. Triggers in the damage step, most importantly, so very hard to negate sometimes. Curse of the Shadow Prison. This is the Shaddoll field spell, which does things with spell slow encounters. It's fine. It's okay. And we have El Shaddoll Fusion, quick play spell card. Oh yes, this is how you're gonna be performing your OTKs is with El Shaddoll Fusion. And then we have Nefesh Shaddoll Fusion, which is like a Shaddoll fusion, but it's in the form of an equip spell instead, and you can change the attribute of the monster, I believe, as well. So gives you some plays there. Oh boy, I think this is like our first like major reprint of sorts. Super Polymerization, reprinted in Dude as an ultra rare, and now you also have access to this as a common in Shaddoll Showdown. Next up, we have Instant Fusion. That's a really nice reprint. Instant Fusion is such a brilliant card. I would very much be surprised if this hangs around the next list with Master 05, but we have Instant Fusion for the time being. Very cool. Allure of Darkness makes sense. Yep, can't complain. Allure of Darkness reprint. Foolish Burial reprint. Send any Shaddoll from your deck to your hand. From your deck to the grave, sorry. Very cool. Living Fossil. Things like a pseudo reborn, pardon me. Oh, Pot of Avarice. Okay. All right, you heard it here first, boys. Common Pot of Avarice from Shaddoll Showdown. Very nice. Twin Twister Reaper. Oh, that is great, dude. That is nice. That is nice. Twin Twisters. Staple. Shaddoll Core helps you do your combos. Send this to the graveyard with Skamata, and then you can recur back your Shaddoll Fusion. Sinister Shadow Games. Flip and Send. Used to be very popular on release of Shaddoll, but died off very quickly as people opted for more combo variants. Pure Shaddoll Aeon. This card is, it's okay. Lost Wind reprint, very nice. Half the attack of a monster, negate the effects, reset it from the grave when your opponent summons a monster from the extra deck. Lost Wind. Unending Nightmare. Oh boy. As if Pendulum didn't need more destruction, we have Unending Nightmare here as well. To be able to pop any card face up on the field. Spell and Trap, that is, not just any card. Necro Fusion, fusing from the graveyard, very cool. Subterror Succession. Interesting. Subterror? Hello? What? Okay. El Shaddoll Wendigo. Oh my god, they actually included it. I was wondering where Wendigo was. They put it right at the back. Oh, oh. Look at the silly dolphin. Look at it. Look at its silly face. If I can focus this camera. Oh, it's so sad. El Shaddoll Wendigo. Oh. And El Shaddoll Lilith. Anoyatilis. This one used to absolutely destroy Necros back in the day. And we have the Link monster, Shaddoll Construct. Not El Shaddoll Construct, but Shaddoll Construct. This one is probably going to be very relevant with Master 05. That is your Shaddoll Showdown full spoiler list, everyone. Very cool reprints in here. Got a big shout out to the Twin Twister, the Avarice, the Instant Fusion, Allure, Super Poly. Some really awesome cards in here. And of course, the most important new card that we got, El Shaddoll Apokalon. So this thing is going to be absolutely huge for enabling your combos and such. So thanks everyone for watching. Again, big shout out to Konami. Make sure you support this video as best as you can in any way you can so we can get more exclusive reveals in the future. Thank you and see you next time.